Okay. Okay. Good evening. Welcome to the Crestwood School District Board of Education meeting, October 16, 2023. I'm going to call the meeting to order at 7:01 p.m. Before we start today's meeting, actually, I'll hold off for a second. Mr. Secretary, can we get a roll call, please?
Okay. Trustee Saba?
Here.
Trustee Williamson?
Here.
Trustee Amon is here. Trustee Barry?
Here.
And Madam President?
Here. Thank you. Okay. Pledge of Allegiance.
We have some guests.
I am correct, this is the Riverside Middle School Student Council, correct?
Correct.
Wow, what a nice looking bunch.
Guys can keep
Future
moving
leaders
all
of
the way
America.
down.
Which one of you is gonna be the next superintendent? All right, Nadine, I'll start training you from now, buddy.
Okay. So here with us today to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance is the Riverside Middle School Student Council. We have with us Deanna Darwish, Jannat Al-Sadi, Fatma Al-Jaber, Dana Alian, Ibrahim Isali, Jasmine Saad, Elena Shrara, Dareen Nanu, Ahmed Hijazi, Amir Hijazi, Maya Al-Zain, Lena Hamdan, Nadine Basha, and Naseem Basha. Thank you guys very much for being here, and we're ready when you are to lead us with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and I'll just, you guys.
Thank you,
good.
guys.
I have these certificates for you, Dareen. Abraham, Fatima, Jasmine, perfect, Dana, Lena, Ahmed Hijazi,
We're gonna take a picture.
Amir,
We're here.
okay, and the rest of you will get your certificates. I think they're gonna be sent to you from central office.
Move the flag over here.
Thank you guys very much.
Hold on, we're gonna take a picture with them.
Oh, I thought we did.
We
Where would
did?
you like us, Mr. Baydoun?
Actually, I'm taking his advice. That was close, I just noticed that. I just heard someone sigh. All right, can we get closer? Board members, if we can get you.
Yeah, sure.
Ms. Atkins.
Stand next to the big guy.
Ms. Atkins is the advisor of the Riverside City Council. Let's give her a round of applause. Go all the way back. Ms. Atkins, can we get you over here? Get in on the line. You guys move in, don't worry. Give him a mic. We can see you.
Perfect. No, it's perfect. Mr. Baydoun, wait a second. You're gonna need to come up here too.
I will.
Here, I'll
Hey
take
guys, look here. Oh, that looks so nice. Smile. That's a good picture. Yay. All right, give it up. That's really nice.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, I did.
Thank you all for inviting us. There you go. That's pretty cool, huh?
Photoshop or something.
Did I? Just making sure.
Oh, thank you, thank you, Dr. Mosalem.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
Okay. Thank you. So before we read the consent agenda, I would like to start today's meeting asking for a moment of silence for all of the innocent lives lost in recent events due to the conflict in the Middle East. And I also would like to recognize a one-year memorial for Joey Smith, an Annapolis student who we lost last year after a game. Trustee Fawaz's father-in-law also passed away today. That's why she can't be here with us. And I would just like us to take a moment of silence. And I would like to offer just, my best wishes to Trustee Baydoun's nephew, who's recovering from an injury recently, and we wish him all our best in a speedy recovery. That being said, Mr. Secretary, can we get the consent agenda read, please?
Consent agenda, recommended action. Board of Education approval is recommended for the items listed on the consent agenda, which include October 16, 2023 board agenda, the minutes from the study session on Monday, October 2nd, 2023, and the minutes from the regular meeting on Monday, October 2nd, 2023.
Support.
Recommended action by Trustee Amen, supported by Trustee Seba, that the Board of Education approval is recommended for the items listed on the consent agenda, which include the October 16, 2023 board agenda, the minutes from the study session on Monday, October 2nd, 2023, and the minutes from the regular meeting on Monday, October 2nd, 2023. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Business report?
Thank you, Madam President. Thank you, Board. I will handle the business report this evening. There are 2 action items and no informational items. The first action item is approval of 2023-2024 requisitions. The attached list of requisitions are items that buildings or departments would like to purchase for their upcoming needs. The requisitions have gone through all the appropriate approval processes and have been approved by administration for purchase. In addition, there are funds available to make these purchases. Once the requisitions are approved, they will be processed and purchase orders will be sent out.
Madam Chair,
Trustee Seba.
I recommend that the Crestwood Board of Education approve the requisitions as per attachment 4A1.
Support.
Recommended action by Trustee Seba, supported by Trustee Williamson, that the Crestwood Board of Education approve the requisitions as per attachment 4A1. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item?
Next item is approval of confirming purchase orders. The attached confirming purchase orders are items that are needed to be processed prior to the board approval. The items are staff reimbursements, open POs, site licenses, maintenance repairs, and other miscellaneous items for the start of the school year.
Madam Chair,
Trustee Seba.
I recommend that the Crestwood Board of Education approve the confirming purchase orders as per attachment 4A2.
Support.
Okay. Recommended action by Trustee Seba, supported by Trustee Williamson, that the Crestwood Board of Education approve the confirming purchase orders as per attachment 4A2. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Personnel report, Dr. Lazar.
Good evening. For the personnel report today, we do have some non-instructional appointments. The first is an appointment of a part-time food service driver, Mr. Sullivan Horton. Mr. Horton currently coaches for the district. He carries a chauffeur's license. He is excited to start working as a part-time driver for food service. The second is the appointment of lunch monitor for Kinlock, Ms. Khadija Ishmael. Ms. Ishmael has been volunteering for Kinlock as a lunch monitor and is excited to be a part of the Kinlock team. The third is an appointment of substitute custodian for the district, Ms. Marianka Redochin. Ms. Redochin was a custodian for the Crestwood School District for over 20 years. She retired in 2021 and has decided to return as a substitute custodian. We are excited to have her back. The fourth is the appointment of a lunch monitor for Kinlock, Brandy Bowden. Ms. Bowden is a parent of the district and is looking for employment while her children are in school. She's excited to be joining the Kinlock as a lunch monitor. And the fifth is the appointment of a GSRP relief aide for Cherry Hill, Ms. Rowana Shukud. Ms. Shukud has been the kitchen manager at Cherry Hill since 2022. She previously owned her own licensed daycare for 4 years and is excited to start her new role at Cherry Hill.
Madam Chair,
Trustee Seba.
I recommend that the Crestwood Board of Education approve the hiring of the candidates named in action items 5A1, 5A2, 5A3, 5A4, and 5A5, effective pending acceptable criminal background check and other employment documentation as required by law.
Support.
Recommended action by trustee Seba, supported by trustee Amen, that the Crestwood Board of Education approve the hiring of the candidates named in action items 5A1, 5A2, 5A3, 5A4, and 5A5, effective pending acceptable criminal background check and other employment documentation as required by law. Any discussion?
Yes, I have a question.
Trustee Barry?
I don't see salary or step for, Mr. Horton. Is there a reason for that?
No? It's not on the appointments. If you're saying there wasn't an attached appointment, it's there.
There's no salary or stuff on
No,
it. Those boxes
Oh,
are empty.
okay, I'll take a look at that.
okay.
No, it would be step one of whatever their salary schedule
Okay, so
is
can you
for
just let
part-time.
us know
Yep,
what it
I
is?
will update the board
All
on
right,
that. I
thank
can
you.
email that to you.
Thank
Just-
you.
Just a comment. Ms. Rejoicen, thank you. Thank you for stepping out of retirement to help where we need you.
Agreed. All right. Hearing no further discussion, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Superintendent's report?
Before we move on, if I may, I would be remiss not to wish one of the best bosses a happy Bosses Day. Being that today is Happy Bosses Day, I wanted to interject quickly and thank Dr. Masalam for his leadership and for being a wonderful boss to us all.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Should thank Hallmark for that.
Yeah. I'm buying breakfast tomorrow.
Yeah, you are now.
Thank you, Linda.
All right. Superintendent's report.
Thank you, Madam President, Board, Community. So we have one action item to some informational items. Action item is Board Policy Phase 2, 6,000 to 9,000. The first reading of Phase 2 of Policy 6,000 to 9,000 was on September 18, and the second reading took place on October 2nd, 2023. We are asking the Board to approve Board Policy Phase 2, 6,000 to 9,000, as presented in Attachment 7A1A and 7A1B.
Madam Chair,
Trustee Seba.
recommend that the Crestwood Board of Education approve the Board Policy Phase 2, 6,000 and 9,000. See attachment 7A1A and 7A1B.
Support.
Recommended action by trustee Seba, supported by trustee Amen, that the Crestwood Board of Education approve board policy phase 2, 6,000 through 9,000. See attachment 7A1A and 7A1B. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
So that is a celebratory because we are done with policy.
Oh,
That is the
wonderful.
final vote.
Yay.
So,
Thank you.
the next phase, just so the board and the community and the staff are aware, Dr. Lazar will continue working with Neola to compile everything, finalize everything electronically. Everything will be shared out, and specific updates will be sent as well. Part of the union contract is that the board gets a copy of it once it's finalized as well. And then if there's any adjusted policies that we have to specifically inform the union of that impacts some of their functionality, they will be given that information. So thank you.
Thank you, and I would just like to say thank you to you and your team for seeing us through this process along the way. It was by no means easy, and I can't imagine how it was for you guys to not only take notes, keep track of everything that was approved and along the way, and we appreciate the work that you put into that as well.
Thank you. Yes, Dr. Lazar and Cabinet and many members of the team that are here were actively involved, so I want to thank them as well. Thank you. Informational items. Just as an update on the cell tower removal, we received word back from the company that the terms are canceled and they have one more year left with the cell tower currently on the lease. They got a year to remove it from now to the end of, I don't have it in front of me, my apologies. I'm not sure. I don't think it's this December. I think it's next December. I have to double check. But they're in the final phase of the contract with the cell tower. And according to the contract, they have to remove the tower and replace it with a similar light pole with the same lights that we have currently on it. So that's with Crown Castle.
Madam Chair?
Trustee Seba.
So, Dr. Masalam, what you're saying is the contract is up in January 2024. but they have up until December of 2024 to remove the pole?
I have to confirm that. I know that they have the contract, I don't want it, my apologies because I
That's
wrote it
fine,
down.
if you can just let us know.
I'll let you know.
Thank you.
It's either this December or next December, but my thing is it should be down by next December, the latest.
Why don't
According
you
to
just
the
add it
contract.
to your updates?
Yeah, I'll add it to my updates this week.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I just want to say we had a nice visit from the Flip Scholarship team. Mr. Gary Torgel, the chairman of the board for Huntington Bank, as well as Mr. Osama Sablani, the editor, publisher, and distributor of the Arab American News. As you know, they have been supplying our students with the Future Leaders in Progress Scholarship. They came to visit Crestwood High School, look at our grounds, see our students, and they were greeted by some of our top students who gave them a nice tour. So they were very happy to be there. It was nice to have them. Professional development, this is an update for families. Professional development is Tuesday, October 31st. So it's professional development for all staff. There is no school for students on October 31st, as October 31st is professional development. And then Election Day is November 7th. Staff will be reporting for another professional development day, and that will be no school for students as well. And then other than that, I just want to, real quick, I wanted to read at the board meeting a letter that we sent out to the community today concerning things that are happening globally. And the letter reads as thus: Dear Crestwood District community, I hope this letter finds you in moments of peace amidst the challenging times we are currently facing. As an Arab American and your superintendent, I feel a deep personal connection to the recent events taking place overseas, and I fully understand the profound impact this has had on many of our families and students. Moreover, with the recent tragedy in Illinois, where a mother and a child were cruelly attacked due to hate-rooted and misinformation about their origin or faith, it is a stark reminder of the vulnerability many in our community feel. Such acts underscore the pressing need for understanding, compassion, and unity. I assure you, our foremost commitment is to the safety and well-being of our students and staff. Our district stands united in diversity, pledging to ensure everyone within our community is treated with respect and dignity. The core of the Crestwood School District strength is our collective spirit and unwavering commitment to education. We'll persist in offering our children not just academic knowledge, but also a sanctuary for emotional growth and stability. In these tumultuous times, I am heartened by our community's resilience. Together, we will navigate these challenging times, always prioritizing the well-being and safety of our students and staff. Let us hope and strive for a world where peace and understanding prevail. With deep empathy and commitment, Dr. Yusuf Salam. Thank you, Board.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Masalam. Wonderful words. So I think we're at the point in our meeting where we open up for public comment. Kristen, do we have any? Okay, so then we'll go to board comment. Trustee Saba.
I would like to, obviously, first and foremost, send out my condolences to, obviously, Ms. Fadwa Fawaz and her Salwa Fawaz and her family, forgive me, and Ahmed Fawaz for the loss of his father. Deepest condolences to the family. Also to the family of Joey Smith, who, as our chairman spoke of earlier, a young man who attended Annapolis High School, attended the football game last year about this time between Crestwood High School and Annapolis High School, riding his bike home and was hit by a vehicle and perished. And our condolences to the family there. I'd be remiss if I didn't send out my sentiments to all the innocent lives being lost overseas. Oppression and politics seem to be the presiding force which is torturing humanity. To all Americans, I ask you to defy ignorance. Engage those that aren't like you by learning about them. Be patient, and remember that what makes this country great is the fact that we're all different. We're all different, yet we all say the pledge to the same flag. We all stand for the same, help me out here, what am I trying to say, Billy? We all stand for the same principles, and I'm sorry, it's just been a very emotional week for many people in this community, including myself. National anthem, that's what I wanted to say, David, thank you. But America is our priority, first and foremost, and America represents all of us. If we could just get our politicians to represent all of us, I think we would be in a much better place instead of representing forces that are external to the best nature and the most important things that made this country what it is and will continue to be. We will not allow them to destroy us by constantly, vilifying certain communities. My neighbors, regardless of their background, are my brothers, and I want everybody to think that way. I do want to talk about some of the needs this district has going forward. We've done so much, the administration has done so much with a lot of the COVID funding for the buildings. Obviously, the new field with general funds, but there has to be a time when we need to start looking forward. Our buildings are aging, they are depleted in a sense of we've got boiler rooms that are drastically outdated. It's just, there has to come a time when we as a community have to step up and have these discussions. So I wanted to plant the seed to everybody to start thinking about some of the things that make this district special, some of the things that make our children special. The education levels in this school district, we were talking during break, are higher than the majority of school districts in this surrounding area. And there's a reason for that. It's because we have great teachers, we have students that are willing to work and parents that are supporting those students. But most importantly, we need to start looking forward. The only constant in this world is change, and if you stay where you're at, others will advance and beat you and leave you behind. We've got to start looking forward to the next 10 or 20 years and start thinking about these buildings and what we need to do with them to make sure that we don't fall behind, that the level of advancement that we offer to our students in this community is second to none. So I just wanted to make sure I put that out there because I think it's really important for all of us to start thinking about that. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Williamson.
Okay, I'm sorry, I have a few plugs today. Tomorrow, they are doing a trunk or treat for the Lockheed. It's at 4:30 to 6 p.m. in the Crestwood student loop drop-off. Then following that is the band's Friends and Family show, celebrating the seniors and Matt Ridenauer's very last marching season, ending his season. Gates for that open at 5:30, and the show is at 6:45. And then this Saturday, Drama's next play is going to be a play called Puffs, which is a satire of Harry Potter, and they're going to be doing a Harry Potter experience in the high school auditorium this Saturday, the 21st. Entry is $5 from 6 to 10. There will be a costume contest, butterbeer, photos, sorting ceremony, prizes, souvenirs, crafts, and other fun things. And they're going to be watching Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and a watch party. And then finally, there will be the class of 2024 is putting on a haunted car wash at Joy Road and Beach Daily on October 30th from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's a car wash and a tunnel of terror included, and that is a $20 cash-only fundraiser to Crestwood. I would like to send my condolences to Trustee Fawaz's family and hope everything's okay with them. And I'd like to send my heartfelt thoughts and prayers to anybody affected in the atrocities happening in the Middle East right now. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Barry.
Okay, I just wanted to take a moment and thank Mr. Awada for putting on that presentation and to assure the families that, yes, we are looking at the security and safety of our district, and yes, we are in great hands. A lot has happened, so you do not have to worry. Everything is being handled as it should be. I know there's a lot of unknowns out there, but just be assured that the district is taking care of what it needs to. And thank you for your time.
Thank you. Trustee Amen.
So just to start with, I'd like to send my condolences to the Fawaz family, Mr. Fawaz, for the loss of his father. Also, I wanted to say congrats to the football team on their win this Friday against Annapolis, and also the band event that's going on October 17th. With the issues going on overseas, the unfolding global events that have inflicted profound emotional toll on the entire community. reflecting on the emotional distress experienced by the families and students within the district weighs heavily on, I'm pretty sure, all of our hearts. Our community is currently in a state of distress, and I want every family to be aware that we are all standing behind them with unwavering solidarity. I am, as well as the board and the community, are here to support everyone and every child who's lost a family member or a friend, and it's crucial for us to bear in mind that our students may arrive at school with their thoughts elsewhere, and we must prioritize addressing their emotional needs during these challenging times, as many kids in our district and other districts are also refugees from the Middle East. So with that being said, I send my condolences to the families, and that's all I have to say.
Thank you. Okay, so I would, at this time, I believe our meeting is complete, and we'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay, motion to adjourn by trustee Saba,
Support.
supported by trustee Amen. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.